Good day. This is Cast Iron ASMR. Welcome to Riverdale. Secrets. Riverdale is a TV show based on the Archie characters. And I've watched chapters 1 through 10. And here's chapters 11 and 12. And I've been making notes so that I can share them with you, with all the secrets and the kisses. So here we go with chapter 11. Our first secret involves Veronica Lodge. Here she is, Veronica Lodge. Now Veronica is going to help Betty's mom. Here's Betty's mom, Alice Cooper. So Veronica's going to help Betty's mom investigate Jughead's dad to see if he's involved with Jason's murder. That was Secret 76. Now, Veronica then goes and tells Archie. There's Archie right there. So Veronica tells Archie she's going behind Betty's back with her mom to search Jughead's dad's trailer. She wants Archie to help. So then, Archie's gonna help Ronnie behind Jughead's back. Secret 78. Here's Cheryl Blossom. So Cheryl and Polly. Here's Polly. You remember Polly is Betty's sister. She's pregnant with twins. With Jason Blossom's babies. She's staying with the Blossoms. But Cheryl and Polly sneak into the Blossoms' forbidden room to look for antique jewelry for the Blast to the Past homecoming dance. And look what they find. Cheryl's mom has Nana's ring. It's the one that Jason had to propose to Polly, so this brings up some questions. Secret 80. Here's Betty. There was a knock at the door and she went to get it. They're having a meal at dinner. And Betty invited her dad to dinner. She said Mom wanted him there. What do you think? Does she look like she wants him there? There's Jughead. She didn't tell her mom. It was like a sneak attack. It was Betty's sneak attack. So there's Cheryl's mom and Polly. Cheryl's mom tells Polly Jason wanted nothing to do with the family name or the ring, and he threw it at Mr. Blossom. Right at his feet. Okay, now we have 3 kisses between Veronica and Archie. That really sucking face. Then, kiss 39. Well, they really were going at it. Is Betty. This looks like it's just going to be a little peck on the cheek. Betty and Jughead. Now here's it. They're at the homecoming dance now, and here comes a new secret. Where's Polly? Polly was supposed to come to the homecoming. She makes up some excuse, but she's really drugged out at home. 6, 7. All right. Next. She doesn't look impressed. The next secret. Who framed FP? Who? All right, are we on chapter 12 now? Let's say that something's revealed. Betty. What's Betty gonna reveal? Yeah, this is like, who framed my dad? But here Betty reveals to the parents. What are the parents? Okay, there we go. Riverdale. So, Betty reveals to the parents, all the parents. We've got Molly Ringwald, the Archie mom, Luke Perry, Archie dad. But that's not all. Hermione Lodge. And Alice, she's shocked, completely shocked, because Betty reveals that it was her mom, it was Alice, who sent Archie and Veronica to search FP's trailer. Hal Cooper reveals to his family, Betty and Alice, that he stole Sheriff Keller's files. They say, well, FP confessed to it, so what are you talking about? He's like, well, I don't know why he would do that, because I did it. And the files were in their basement, but he's kicked out of the house, so he snuck in to get them to destroy them so that it wouldn't come back to them. Then he reveals a secret. Betty's great-grandfather, who was murdered by a Blossom, was in fact himself a Blossom. That has some implications. So then they rush to the Blossoms. and reveal Secret 83. They tell Polly and Cheryl, your great-grandfather, who was murdered by Blossom, was in fact a Blossom. He was the brother. Cheryl's mom and dad knew. Scandalous. So here's another secret. It's the 84th secret. On July 11th, FP, that's Jughead's dad, called Joaquin. You know what? I just learned I've been pronouncing this guy's name wrong the whole time. I thought he was Joaquin, but it's Joaquin. He's like Keen, like Katie Keene. He's Kevin Keller's beau. So he says, on July 11th, FP called him to the basement of the White Worm for a cleanup job. It was Jason. They put him in the freezer. So then, Veronica says to Joaquin, "Did my dad have FP kill Jason?" He says, "I don't know. I did overhear Mustang having a conversation with FP about some rich guy. This is Mustang. He's part of the gang." Secret 86. Who killed Mustang? And immediately after, Secret 87, Kevin and Joaquin. They're there too. They were never there. This would be very bad. So that's a secret. They weren't there. They gotta go. Now, here's a revelation. Do you remember the bag of money? Here it is. It was found. At the hotel. All this cash. With the HL. So Sheriff Keller, he thinks, Hermione Lodge, what is your bag doing there? Veronica says, no, not Hermione. Hiram Lodge. He was doing business with the serpents. Dun dun dun. Have a light in the mood. Guess 40. It's Joaquin and Kevin. He's leaving. He's got to run away. It's like in The Outsiders. He's got to dye his hair and go live in a abandoned church. Now, Jason's jacket. They find Jason's jacket. Remember, this was a secret. P said, "This is our insurance policy." And they found it. But they're thinking, how can this help? So they're staring at it. And Betty, there's Betty. She's like a little Nancy Drew. She thinks, like, there's got to be something. So she says, "Archie, put on the jacket." She's thinking about how sometimes like her lipstick. She's got a hole like in her pocket and it might go into the lining. Sure enough, there's a hole in the pocket. So she's got her cheetah put on Jason's Blossom's jacket and she's rifling through the pocket and the hole. And look what she found something. It's a little do job. A little thumb drive. A little whatchamacallit. They're like, huh? So here's the big secret. The big revelation. What's on this? So they stick the thumb drive into the laptop. They're all watching or something. Oh. The 106th revealed secret. Clifford shot Jason Blossom. He shot his son. And Betty gets on the phone immediately and phones Shadow Blossom. Get out of the house. We don't know yet, but then she phones. She says, I understand. And a single tear. Cheryl goes down to her mother and father, sitting in the dining room. She stands beside her mother and reveals that she knows. You've done a horrible thing, Father. But now everybody knows. So Alice takes the same thumb drive down to the sheriff. I don't know what the mayor's doing there. Says you gotta watch this. And here it is. FP confessed to the crimes because this is the revelation of why. Because Clifford visited him in jail. It said if he didn't, he would do the same thing he did to his own son. To FP's son. Riverdale. Those are the secrets.